Hi folks, I'm Todd Woodruff and we're here at the Farm Science Review located here in London, Ohio, and I am with Patty House. And Patty, you are with the Ohio State Extension Agency.
I'm with OSU Extension, and actually I'm the 4-H Youth Development Educator in Clark County.
Okay, and you've got a program here that is very new. What is it called?
It's called Real Money, Real World, and it's a program geared for middle school and high school students to learn about financial management and decisions.
Okay, so in other words, these kids that are coming out of school, like most of us, we didn't know what the real world was. We had math down, we had English down, but when it came to making a living, this is what you're trying to teach them, right?
Yes, it's never too early to start learning how to save money, how to create a budget, to know what credit means, and to know what an education, what kind of income is going to result from that education, and what kind of lifestyle you're going to be able to live with that career someday.
Okay, so basically, you could almost call this another subject in school, correct?
Yeah, we really call it real life, reality in the real world.
But you, if I understood in our conversation earlier, you are introducing this to the schools and trying to really teach these kids that this is the real life after school, correct?
That is correct. And also in the state of Ohio, every student before they graduate from high school has to complete a financial literacy course. Real Money, Real World meets that requirement here in Ohio and is actually endorsed by our Ohio Treasurer.
Okay, now Patty, explain to me what the whole program encompasses.
Well, the program includes 5 lessons that are taught in the classroom with students, typically by the teacher, and then we come in for the big simulation at the end. And the simulation includes 14 stations that students visit after they have selected a career. In some cases, they randomly draw the career, much like Farm Science Review participants did today with the spinning of the wheel. There are 102 careers. With each career, there is an income. And they also draw how many kids they're going to have. Today's family, they may have 0 kids or they may have 3 kids. And then they go through to visit the 14 stations. We like to also involve community people at our stations, so as a student visits the insurance station, we have an insurance agent that helps them make decisions about the insurance they need for the house that they've just purchased or the car that they've just purchased, as well as a realtor that might be working the housing station, that in real life those kids can ask questions that they wouldn't be able to if we didn't have real world people working those stations.
Right. Now, you made a comment, and I thought this was very interesting earlier, that you actually have a sheriff or somebody from the police department that says, okay, you're going to get a ticket for this if they do wrong. Is that correct?
That's correct. In the state of Ohio, if you drive a car, you have to have car insurance. So if one of the students purchases a car and doesn't go directly to the insurance agent, our deputy or sheriff or city police, whoever's working that particular day, actually writes them up a ticket. And they discover that maybe insurance isn't such a bad idea by the time they pay court costs and ticket costs, and of course those points that get added to their driver's license for that ticket.
Exactly, and if it's anything like in the real world, why, we don't necessarily budget for those mistakes, do we?
No, and actually one of our additional stations at Real Money, Real World is what we call our chance station. I like to refer to it as the game of life, and they actually draw out, and in some cases they might inherit $5,000 from a great aunt. In another case, they might have had a car accident and they have to pay out $500 for repairs.
Now, I'll tell you what, Patty, it sounds like an outstanding program because to me, it comes down and it teaches a little more common sense, the things they're really, really going to be faced with out there after high school. Where can we find more information about the program?
Well, Real Money, Real World, you can access it through any of our OSU Extension offices in any of our counties, or you can visit our website at extension.osu.edu.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm Todd Woodruff, visiting with Patty House here today, and we'll see you down the road.
Down the Road is brought to you by Prince Agra, makers of Omnigen cattle feed, Woodruff Enterprises of Springfield, Ohio, and Stewart Labs, makers of pain relieving products.